Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be talking about how we can get some extra distance with our driver. Okay, so typically over the last couple of years with the development of coaching, especially from a social media standpoint, a lot of it has been encouraging having more of an ascending angle of attack on the golf ball, yeah? And I'm starting to see now with one-to-one lessons is that people are going a little bit too far into the one sort of severity. So people, before we get the club working too much down on the golf ball, which create that curvature to the right. But what I actually tend to see now a lot with people is when they're getting their setup, they're obviously encouraging a lot more body tilt behind the ball to encourage that club to work a little bit more up. You tend to see people get a bit more underplaying, hanging back on the shot, and it creates quite like a glancing blow. Okay. We want to be trying to get this centre of mass working through the ball, yeah, so we can transfer the energy from the club into the ball to generate the highest ball speed we can, okay? So, and that's what I want to sort of run with on this sort of video of trying to feel like, instead of this element of sort of glancing the ball with the club, I want us to try and encourage that feeling of that club's still travelling sort of up to slightly sort of flat on the ball, but almost sort of staying at that height for as long as we can to ensure that the club and the mass is working through the ball and not up on it, okay? So we can do that in a couple of different ways. So we can do it just through our swing thought, yeah, so encouraging that feeling of that club staying close to the ground, not touching it. Yeah, keeping a nice wide arc. We can also do it through tee height, yeah, so people tend to go quite high on a tee, which then obviously encourages that high or sort of ascending angle of attack, yeah. So there's two things that we can do there to sort of encourage that club to work a little bit flatter, to get that club travelling through the ball rather than up it, okay. So, tee height I've got here is probably slightly normal than what probably most people use. Just about above, about half a ball above the driver is a good sort of feeling. And like I say, when I'm actually hitting the shot, I'm feeling like the club is sort of staying pretty relative to where the ball is, and it's sort of transferring that energy through the golf ball.